Hello, guys. This is Francis of Financially Flair, and I have with me here
Wifey for Lifey, Rihanna.
So today we just wanted to talk to you a little bit about debt and hopefully to get you involved and to really understand our debt journey and some of the mistakes we made, hoping that it will inspire you not to make the same mistakes. Would you want to start?
Sure. So we have discussed this briefly before. I got into debt in about 2014. I think it was the year of 2014. I was fresh out of school of my internship, my first big girl job, and my car broke down. I needed to purchase a new car, and so I was like, okay. I talked to my mom about it, and she was like, well, we can try to get like a personal loan or a credit card or something like that. So went to Wells Fargo and signed up to get both of them, and I was like, well, whichever one came back, I would choose one and get rid of the other one.
Yeah.
Sat down, spoke to one of the agent ladies, and she was like, we'll just like sign up for both, and whichever one comes back. Well, they both came back, so I got approved for a credit card and a loan, which I did not need both.
But you didn't go in there for a credit card, you went there for a personal loan.
Well, I went in for whichever one I got approved for, and I got approved for both. So either one would have worked. I got approved for both. I only wanted one. So when they both came back, I told the agent, like, oh, that's fine. I'll just stick with the loan, and I didn't want the credit card. But she like convinced me otherwise and was like, you should really keep this credit card. It's a really great one. And I was like, oh, I'm not really sure. I've never had a credit card before. And she convinced me that I needed this credit card. So I remember leaving kind of like, oh, okay, I'll be responsible, whatever that means. And here I was with a credit card, and it seems simple enough, like, okay, you have a credit card, like, duh, you'll just spend an amount and pay that amount off. Like, it seems simple enough, but it's really not. And I think a lot of people fresh out of college, it's not like you learned how to use a credit card while you were in college, and if you did, that's great, but that wasn't my experience, I would say. And so I didn't leave college with that life lesson, let's say. And some people say, oh, it's the parents' job, but like, there was never a need for me to use a credit card, so I didn't have one. So I just had this credit card, and of course I am a shopper, reformed shopper, and I started spending, like, buying whole wardrobes every time I got paid for no reason. Like, there was no reason. And I think she did say I think I got points every time I spent, or like a cashback thing. So I was using my credit card more to buy the stuff, and I would tell myself, oh, I can just pay it off. And I think the first time I got the bill, it was like $25 was the minimum payment. I was like, oh, I can afford that. That's nothing. Not knowing
the game.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You didn't know the game. You didn't even know about the game, left alone to even think about the rules. And I think that's what the credit card companies do. Like, they pounce on people fresh out of college students, like they know they need it most, and you don't really understand how to use a credit card. And I think probably in another video we can go into depth in how to properly use a credit card. But I think they just knew you were vulnerable. Clearly you did not understand what a credit card meant or to have one.
I think I thought I knew the basics of it, like it's not your money, it's you're borrowing money, and you're just swiping money that's already in this like pool, let's say. But I think the concept of paying it off, like paying off the balance every month, it wasn't that it was foreign. I knew that.
Like paying the full balance every month.
I knew it, I just didn't do it. So, and when I got the bill, it was like $25, and there were like several things. It was like $25 minimum payment,
Yeah.
pay in full, or the last one was like pay another amount, and I was like, I'll pay $25. I can afford that. Like I don't even know why.
Yeah, it's crazy, but like they add an experience touch to it. Like, oh, just pay $25, and you don't know that, and they are not telling that. Well, if you don't pay the full amount, we're charging you like maybe 18% in interest. Like,
I definitely didn't understand how the interest worked.
Yeah.
And I think I had a card that was like 0% APR, like sign up now and all that. So I did have like that special thing, but I didn't really know what any of that meant.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she probably explained it to me, so I'm not going to say that she didn't. But at the time, Wells Fargo was going through that phase. I don't know if the scam had happened yet with them.
I think it was still ongoing.
Yeah. And so I think I was caught up in the Wells Fargo scam, where they were essentially kind of like pressuring people to open all these different accounts in Wells Fargo's name. And so I had like 2 of these accounts, and I felt pressured into keeping both of them active when I really didn't want to. And so I think that I was a victim of that issue that they had.
I think you're a survivor, not a victim.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a way to look at it.
That's a way to look at it. I think you just didn't know. They knew, and they take advantage of people like that. And I think that's the key here. Like, if you are not willing to learn, to educate yourself, to take care of your money, I mean, who better would take care of your money than you? You know, like who like you have your best interest at heart compared to someone else.
But a note on that. So I think a lot of people feel like a financial advisor or, you know, a financial strategist can take care of your money better than you can. A lot of people feel this way.
That's a whole different conversation.
It's a whole different conversation, and we'll probably do a video on this because some people just don't have an interest in their own money. Like, some people would just rather someone else handled it for them, and that nothing wrong with that. But if you're not one of those people and you kind of need to get a handle on what your bills are like, your money, your income, your mindset, the whole nine, then I think it would be important to spend some time studying money topics, money language, you know, what different terms, APR, what does that mean, and 0% down, and those type of things, because most people, it seems like, oh, everyone should know that because we're growing into adults, but that's not really what's happening. And so, but that's a different conversation for a different day, where we can go into like financial advisors and things of that nature. But yeah, I know that my experience with debt, I think I racked up like $15,000 of debt, including my car, but my car was like $6,500 of that. So it was a considerable amount of debt.
But that was as of the time we met. So that's even more, because you were still paying that minimum payment before we met. So this was after we met. As of that time, it was at $15K. So I mean, it could have been like what, 18 to 20K?
No, I don't think I'd ever gotten to 18. I think the highest max it had gotten was like 15.
Yeah, but I'm thinking in terms of the additional interest you pay.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. That the amount was 15. The highest it had gone.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, we just wanted to make this video and really let you know a little bit about our debt story, how it all started, and the importance of financial education.
And hopefully you won't make that same mistake that I made. If you do have a credit card, ask questions. If you don't know how to use your credit card, ask questions. It's important. Yeah. It's important. But we kind of wanted to just come before you guys and just talk about that experience, about how I accumulated debt. And maybe in our next video, we can go into questions that you should probably ask your spouse about money in a relationship. I feel like that's going to be a juicy one, because I don't know how people think about asking questions about money. So we'll see. We'll kind of dive into that. But we really appreciate you guys for staying with us and listening to the video. If you don't mind, we'd love if you would like, share, comment, subscribe, all those good things, so that we can continue bringing content like this to you.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, in fact.
So anyway, we'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.